and thanks for joining me on this glorious and amazing day where the sun shines so nicely right above the clouds. I don't think I explained before why there's a difference before marriage and after marriage. And I believe the reason is you could only reveal the hook to the fish once the fish bites on it. If you show the fish, yeah, there's a worm, but there's a hook, and you reveal the hook, fishes are not attracted to metal hooks. I'm not sure if they understand what it is, but they're definitely not attracted to it. It doesn't look like food to them. There's a lot of behavior change in all marriages the moment we get married, because subconsciously our brain says we have them. Now that we have them, the true self can emerge. Just like it's revealed to the fish that the hook is there inside the worm, because now we have them, so who cares? Even though you don't really have them, because whatever, we won't get into it right now. But that's really subconsciously. So till you get engaged or till you get married, usually it's by marriage, the codependent, the one that's lacking their own solid emotional, psychological foundation, their own identity of who they are, they will disguise, they will not be themselves. It's just a beautiful act. It's literally an act. And they don't even know it themselves. And it's not that they try to fool you or they try to cheat you. That's the way our psyche works. But once they feel like they have you, then the true self of codependence comes out. So I think this will be our final question. And the final question is, how could you identify if they're so brilliant and their acting is so outstanding? How could you identify a codependent? I think it's very easy. I didn't write notes, so it's going to come to me. Whatever comes to me, and the rest I'll remind myself after I do this recording. One is, find out simple things. Find out what this person likes. What is their passion in life? What is their goal? Many codependents have a very favorite word. Whatever, I don't know. Depends, different days. I like different things. Ooh, I could smell the smoke. There must be a fire somewhere. Ask the codependent when was the last time they apologized for anything. Oh, they won't be able to answer it to you, or they're going to make something up. That's only two that I have now. As we talk, some other ones will come out. But it's very clear, yeah, there's another one that just came to mind. It's very clear that the codependent does not have a direction, does not have their own passion, does not have their own development. And if they do, sometimes they do, like within business, just to cover up their low self-esteem. So they want to shine through their business versus through their soul. The other thing that codependent will not give you a straight answer. So if you ask them certain things, they will say, yes, I guess. Is it a yes or is it no? What do you mean you guess? What do you mean maybe? What's your name? Mary. Mary, I guess. No, my name is Mary. Where do you live? I live in China. You don't say, I live in China. I guess, maybe. When you know something, it's crystal clear. Someone that can love someone else is because they love themselves. And the reason why they love themselves is because they know themselves. What's your name? They know their name. Where do they live? They know where they live. What's your passion? They know their passion. It's straightforward answers. There's never, I guess, maybe, I could see, I don't know. Another item that you will find within codependence, ask them. You might find a lot with this question. This is a scary one. Ask them when was the last time they spent time with themselves, by themselves, and did nothing. Just did nothing. A codependent person could not even do it for 2 minutes. It's like boring. It's like there's no one there. What, you're going to be You're going to be with what? It's boring. The person that loves themselves, the person that's connected to themselves, on the contrary, besides socializing, going to work and studying and doing whatever they want to do, they love to spend time with their greatest friend in the world. It's the person they see in the mirror each and every time they look. A person that never disowned them from the second they were born till they die. For those people that truly love themselves, which sadly there's not too many, you'll understand what I'm saying. It is one of the greatest pleasures to be with yourself, not by yourself, because then you're like a bystander. You stand by me, but with yourself. It's just incredible. In 3 days, I'm going camping to spend 3 days with myself. Not with work, not with emails, not with anything in the world. Just to reconnect to the love of my life. It's beyond awesome. If you would tell me anything about this kind of stuff 20 years ago, I think you're crazy. Because people that do not love themselves or are codependent have no clue what you're talking about. But when you meet with someone and you're trying to figure out the person that says, I love you, the person that wants to spend their life with you, the person that's so kind to you and fills you with all the love that your parents or your mother or father didn't give you, and you love it because they're doing a good job disguising the hook with that beautiful worm. When you ask them a question, and this is the most powerful, what do you do on alone time when you're totally alone for 2-3 hours? I mean, for me, it's 3 hours, 5 hours, 3 days. Oh, I'm not even talking about the activities, the boating and the hiking and exploration and the wonderful stuff that you could do when you're out there in the woods, in the state parks. I'm talking about just sitting down, being with yourself for 6 hours straight and feeling it's like 10 or 15 minutes. I have asked so many people that did therapy with me. I've tried to train them for 2 hours. It was like a nightmare. I'm sorry for being blunt here, but if you cannot be with yourself for an hour, you cannot be with anyone in the world. If you're not worthy that time, you're not worthy that compassion, you're not worthy that love, you're not worthy that attention, how could you be there for anyone else? If your water bottle ain't full, you can't give anyone to drink. You can walk around and smile to everyone and say, I love you, and go like that, pretend you're pouring, but there's nothing inside. And now you know the difference. So I will summarize next week, and we're just going to put it in to a very short summary. Thanks for listening. Sorry for going overtime. Have yourself a wonderful, delightful day.